you had this sort of epiphany doing a dark room meditation, which I haven't done yet. It's the one thing that kind of scares me. Most people, you wouldn't recommend it as the first jumping off point, right? It's more of an advanced technique. Would you say that that voice that came to you, who was that? Was that you? Was that your higher conscious, your subconscious? Was it your spiritual guides? Who gave you that kind of information?
So this is actually something interesting. I've learned this in Brazil. And so I went into this psychic village by accident, like crazy, wild story.
You have a lot of accidents, fortuitous ones.
Those are great accidents, Nothing is an accident, by the way, if we can start with that.
Yeah.
Now I see it as that's just part of our journey.
Yeah.
But here's what I did. Most people, they close their mind and they close their heart. And that's unfortunately, the life that we live in. We have these masks, these walls. But the one thing I've always tried to really be very careful with was keep my heart open, keep my mind open to whatever comes. And anytime I did that, I kind of surrendered into whatever the life wants to, give to me. We magnetize these things and they get accelerated. So I always knew, follow the butterflies. So not fear, right? If there is a fear of death, right? That's a true physical fear. But if you follow your butterflies, you start pushing your limits, your boundaries, and you step outside of the comfort zone. So I go into this village, right? And again, busy entrepreneur. Like, I don't believe in any of this just yet, right? Not the scope where I'm at.
What age are you?
26, 7.
So really, yeah.
Yeah. So still quite young, but like somewhat open, right? But not fully yet. And so I go in there and they tell me something so simple. We've got the 5 physical senses, which gets us in trouble. Overconsumption, too much sensory, anything that we see in the traditional money, sex, power, paradigm. And then we've got 4 mystical senses that everyone has, but we stop trusting them. We do not develop them and we are not taught how to use them. So the first sense is inner hearing. And the reason why I'm telling you this, because you asked me about the voices. And so there is the lousy monkey mind, that doesn't shut up, right? 95% of all of our thoughts is just a repetition. 80% of them, based on recent study, are negative. So imagine if you have this negative Nelly that keeps on telling you how you're not good enough or can't, you won't, all the limitations. And if we believe in that negative Nelly, that's what our life then becomes. So they taught me that there is this subtle voice that we also all have, and it's the inner hearing, the little whispers that I'll give you some examples. Maybe at night it tells you, turn off the Netflix. Maybe it says, start working out. Quit drinking alcohol. Whatever those voices are, it always has your back. And most of us know that it's at the background, but we don't follow them. So that's the first one. The second one is your inner feeling. And there's fancy words for this, like empath, right? But I like to keep everything very simple and grounded for everyday life. And so this is the empaths of the world. You have a wrong feeling about someone, a decision, or if you've ever walked into a room and there was a fight before you gotten in there, something didn't feel right? So that's your inner feeling. Then you've got your inner knowing, which is your intuition, as many people would call. And that one is the hardest one to discern. But I'll give you an example. If you knew that you shouldn't have gone to the party, or you've always known that that person was cheating on you, or in a business relationship, right? There's something just not right. It's in every bone of your skin. And when you think, you do not know. When you know, you do not require to think. So that's how you discern this. You're in your knowing versus thinking, right? And then the last one is your inner seeing, which is the visionaries of the world. And this is the people that see things before they happen. Maybe you have an idea about a product, right? From especially business visionaries. But then some people can see colors. Other people in a lucid dreaming can get inserts of things before they happen. So these are the 4 mystical senses, and the way we develop them is we acknowledge them. So for example, if you hear, turn off the Netflix, this is how you strengthen it, is thank you, I heard that. And the magic keyword is what you're gonna do about that. And so this is what I did. I start turning off the Netflix. I quit drinking alcohol. And I'm literally using myself as an example. So those are the things that I kept on getting. And then it started getting louder, stronger and stronger. So what happened for me is like now I have this integrated, sense or sixth sense, the many of colors, but then I use my mind as the tool to put it into action, right, into the third dimension. And that's truly what I believe we came here to do, is use these limitless senses, ideas, visions, but then ground them and then utilize them on Earth.
Amazing. And this accident, these Brazilian psychics, can anyone go visit them, or was it just you? Was it a tribe in the forest, and you just stumbled upon it?
It's in the middle of nowhere. They found me in a cafe at a John of God retreat with John of God. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but I used to go to Brazil. He was one of the most powerful healers in our time. He's a conscious medium, and he would change literally eye color, like it was wild, and it was one of those wild things that I was like, let's go. And because of my Epstein-Barr, I want to try to heal it in a different ways. But then they found me there, and I ended up extending a month, driving somewhere 2-3 hours out of Abadiânia, was the city about 3 hours south of Brasilia.
Wow, what a story.